Welcome back to the Binge Club. My name is Landon, I'm your host, and I'm here today with my experts, Gil and Cindy, talking about Godzilla. And I came across a fun fact. There's been 38 Godzilla movies. What do you think keeps this franchise alive?
There's just something about him. He's a force of nature, and any kind of threat, like natural disasters, he kind of takes on the aspects of that disaster. So, like in Shin Godzilla, influenced by the earthquake and the Fukushima, that they take modern things. So he keeps updating as the world keeps updating.
And what was the genesis of Godzilla?
It's kind of in the post-war Japan, and they were kind of contending with the effects of the end of World War II, the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and they had also seen American movies like King Kong, and they wanted to do a big monster film, and so that was really where it comes out of. And it was pretty soon that they brought Kong into the Godzilla universe.
This is the Binge Club, and we are here to prep the audience on what they have to watch to extract the most amount of value from the movie. What are the Godzilla films out of the 38 do they need to see?
Just the current 4 films in this Monarch universe, starting with, I would say, well, if you want to go chronologically, start with Skull Island. That's a good start, I would say.
Yeah, it's chronologically in world, Skull Island happens first because that happens in the 70s.
And then there's 2014's Godzilla.
Gareth Edwards' Godzilla happens, I think, came out before, but chronologically, that's the one you want to watch after.
And then King of the Monsters, which is the big battle royale.
Yeah.
But I would say watch it because there's, you get introduced a lot of the other giant monsters.
Yeah, it's not like a great movie, but from the standpoint of the monsters, kind of.
And then of course Godzilla versus King Kong.
Yeah, that's the fun of watching the two monsters just like beat each other and level a city.
And that's the most recent one, which Monarch, this show, jumps off. That's the jumping off point. It takes, I think it picks up from there, but it's going to jump back and forth.
And there's going to be a new Godzilla versus Kong movie coming out in 2024. So this Monarch could be prepped for that. So we'll do another Binge Club when that happens.
So are we excited about Legacy of Monsters, this next installment in the franchise?
I think there's a lot of potential there. They've introduced not just Godzilla, but other monsters from the Godzilla verse, I guess. So King Ghidorah and Mothra, and we're bringing them in. And so if the show it gives us a chance to explore all these different creatures, it could be really fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about too. Like, there's a lot of old Godzilla movies. I want to see those monsters reinvented in this modern day. Like, there's villains like Gigan, who's one of my all-time favorites. I would like to see him realized in an American film.
Rodan, always.
Yeah. Rodan appeared in King of the Monsters. We got Mothra so far.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole bunch of them, though. Like, if you watch King of the Monsters, there's a lot of Mutos in the background that were unidentified. So I'm curious to see what those creatures are, because I think they're trying to create some new monsters as well.
Yeah, the Gareth Edwards one focuses particularly on this pair of Mutos. There's a male and a female, and they're never really given a name. So I would like them to get names, to get personalities, because these characters all, like Mothra had a personality, and Ghidorah had a personality, and and all of these characters. So I hope that they build them up as characters in themselves and not just like nameless monsters.
All right, well, thank you so much for being here, guys. I definitely learned a lot. I'm sure our audience did. Thank you so much for being with us. That's another episode of the Binge Club. We'll see you next time.